Weekly Walk viewers. Greetings from Boston. It is also Valentine's Day, hence why Leigh and I are in our very festive pink attire. I am here with Leigh Merrigan. It's very windy. Leigh was just saying we look cold in this video. We are cold, can confirm. I am here with Leigh Merrigan Moore, who is VP of Education and Growth at Snyk. When I met her, though, you were VP of Marketing. So I'm like, now we've come full circle. It's been a long journey. We're weekly walking. I was saying you're in great Snyk company. You've joined now. Peter's done a weekly walk. Lindsay's done a weekly walk. Yosh, Francesca. I don't know if I want to say we saved the best for last. Hopefully there's more, but maybe. Okay, so first I want to ask you, this is something when we had first talked, I spent a lot of time picking your brain on, and that is around ROI of brand. Snyk has done such a great job on branding. You know, y'all have Rapsell Station, you had dog toys in the park, like things that I love. But how do you justify brand spend? We get that question a lot, especially from early stage companies who are trying to differentiate themselves. How do you justify that, especially to your board, your leaders, etc.?
It's a great question, it's not a science.
Okay.
You know, I think there's a few things that you can look at, a few things that are more quantitative, and a few things that are more qualitative.
Yeah.
So, for example, we look at increase in branded search.
Okay.
So if people are seeing you and then Googling you, right, you know that you've made an impact and impression there. They're trying to find you. Okay. That's something you can measure.
Yeah, this is true.
And so we saw growth. We saw growth in
those areas.
Search.
Okay.
Another example is more qualitative. So AWS reInvent, we got to have a great brand presence at the airport.
Yep.
And people came to the booth. They said, I saw you.
Okay.
I came to find you, and I'm here. You know, I want to learn more.
Yeah.
And so some of that is a little softer, which is a harder justification.
Yeah.
But it's real. And people are coming, giving you feedback, and it's because of that investment.
And I feel like, too, having buy-in, you know, like you have leaders who I feel like really understand brand as a spend. And so that also, helps.
And there's some education that needs to go into that, and also some, you know, comfort with the risk of not knowing.
You don't know. You don't know. Okay, I just really want OpenView to let me get a billboard someday. So I don't know. Maybe we can do that, but that'll be a weekly walk for a different weekly walk conversation for another time. All right, next question for you. So we were just saying you have now moved into this education and growth role, which is a new role at Snyk. So congratulations on that and getting to build that out. How did it start? Like, one, I guess, what does that entail? And two, how was being in marketing? How did that really set you up for success in this role to build this out?
Sure. So this new role is in product, so it's a big change. But I think, you know, more and more products and marketing have to work together. And I think the lines between product and marketing, especially in SaaS companies, are blurry, and that's a good thing because you want marketing always thinking about what are we building? How does that add value? How do we position and message it? And you want product thinking, what are we building and how do we take it to the market? How are we going to sell this? So being in marketing for so long gave me great perspective, and I think one of my goals is to help with the collaboration and visibility between the teams.
Well, that's so important. Like in PLG, especially the collaboration piece is so key. So that's awesome. And then my last question for you, which Leigh thought this might be the hardest one.
I'm nervous.
She's nervous for this one. Here we go. If you were an animal, what would you be and why?
All right. This is not like an exciting answer, but
but it's you.
I think I'd be a dog.
Okay.
Like
any
not
particular
just
kind
the
of dog?
Logo.
That's true. Okay, that's true. It might be that might be a cheating answer, but I'm kidding.
No, so I think it'd be a lab. I feel like labs are like fun and lovable, high energy.
They like to run.
I like to run. I want to know what you would be.
I would either be a flamingo, which I think most people watching would agree that that's very apropos for me, or a manatee. And the reason for that is because I think manatees are really content with life and don't have a lot of stress, and I think that's a great way to live as well.
Love it.
Awesome. Happy Valentine's Day, Weekly Walk viewers. We'll see y'all soon. Bye, guys.